Hey guys, Personal Defense, and today is the 1 year anniversary, if you want to call it that, of me starting my YouTube channel. And so I figured what better way to commemorate my 1 year anniversary than to do a 1 year update of the gun that started it all for me for my channel, my Smith & Wesson M&P 40 Compact. So I just want to kind of show off briefly what this gun looks like after 1 year, and just kind of what I've done to it. Here you can see, obviously I've modified the foam in the case a little bit. It originally came, with these two cutouts, and I made a bunch of cutouts for my small, for my compact magazines, I should say. And I have 1, 2, 3 9mm magazines and 3 40/357 magazines. One is in the gun currently, and I think that's all I'm gonna get for now, because I guess I could make a cut right here and put another magazine. Anyway, I just kind of like the way I just kind of like putting them all in there, and I can keep them in there like that. Also, I have two full-size 9mm magazines with the X-Grip extension, and I have a full-size 40/357 magazine with the X-Grip extension too. And so those I don't really have a spot for in the case, so I keep those out of the case. But let's go ahead and pull this weapon out and we'll take a look at it. I was trying to think about it. I don't really know how many rounds I have through this gun. And I have a couple different barrels for it, so the round count is kind of off for just the 40 caliber. I think, and I might be wrong, but I think I have about 700 to 800 40 caliber rounds through this. I have well over 1,000 9mm through it with the Storm Lake conversion, and recently I got the 357 SIG barrel, and I got about 200 rounds through that. So let's go ahead and take this down, and we'll look at it, and we can kind of go over the wear on it. First thing I'll show you is I polished just the front of the barrel here, and I polished just the front of the guide rod. I don't know, it was kind of inspired by that 1911 I had. I kind of liked the way it looked, and I'm not really sure if I like it anymore, but whatever, it looks kind of cool, right? So that's one of the things I've done. Now let's see if I can get this close here for some shots of the wear. The slide is actually wearing pretty nice. I mean, I do keep this holstered every day, and it hasn't really gotten any wear marks on it or anything. The frame is still in pretty good shape, except I noticed up here, right there, I don't know what that's from. Probably one of my holsters. Let's see. And I've fired this gun a lot, so the wear on the external surfaces, I noticed this scratch right there. I don't know if you can see it. That's from one of my holsters, and there's a little bit of wear there, but you know what, it's a gun that gets carried every day, so what do you expect? Okay, on the barrel here, you can see all the wear on the barrel, and that is pretty normal from what I understand, but there's nothing really on the side there. And so let's go ahead and take this down. One thing I will mention is I had to buy another, I don't even know what they call it, a tool. This tool here, I bought another one because I dropped it actually. And you can see I kind of got a little cut in it right there. And it just bugged me, so I got a new one. But one of the things that had happened, and it happened early, is the little nub off of right here broke off. And it's not like, I was not careful with it, because, you have to turn it like that and then pull it out. Here's what the new one looks like. So you can see there the nub there and the nub that's missing on that one. So that's one thing I bought. This was $4.97 from the factory. So that didn't hurt that bad to buy that. And everyone makes me feel bad about taking it down without doing this lever, so I'm going to go ahead and do the lever. So let's look at the, like I said, there's probably almost 2,000 rounds for this thing. And you can see the guide rod and spring. I mean, they still work, and there's a little bit of wear, but there's nothing excessive, and it's still holding together. That Taurus that we had for a while, that little pink one, like a section of the guide rod back here broke off, and that was only after a couple rounds, so that's still in good shape. The barrel, it has a pretty good amount of wear. Let's see, man, this thing is wet, but you can see there it's a decent amount. And up here in the front, it's just got, I think that's pretty basic wear for a barrel. I actually polished the feed ramp, so that's nice and shiny. So that's still looking good. The inside of the slide, let's take a look here. There's really not much wear there either. You can see right there on the inside where the barrel slides. Can you see that? There's some wear there. I keep this gun pretty clean, so it actually looks pretty good. So that's not that bad either. As far as the frame goes, if this will focus, come on camera, there we go. You can see on the rails here there's some normal amount of wear. I think it's all normal, and I think it's excessive, and I've never had, or I think it's not excessive, and I've never really had a problem with this firearm at all. I think it jammed on me once, and that's because I shot either brown bear or toll ammo out of it. But other than that, the frame is still in great shape. Like I said, I carry this every day. I mean, I do carry it holstered, but frame actually looks good. Some of the magazines I use every day, for example, this one. Let's see. Just a decent amount of wear. It's not horrible. So let's take a look at the 357 SIG barrel. Like I said, I only have, maybe 200 rounds through it. It's starting to kind of wear right there, but nothing horrible there. And then my Storm Lake conversion barrel. And you know what? I never got the ejection, or it said to get a new, I forget what it said to get, that you're supposed to, it recommended, but I never got any of that. I just have this barrel. So you can see right there, there's some wear. It's kind of different than the factory barrel, which is kind of interesting. It's just on the edges there. And the front. And since it's stainless, it kind of shows the scratches a little bit better. So you can see there's a bunch there. But I think it's pretty normal. I do fire this 9mm a lot more than I fire the 40. So I showed you all those magazines earlier. If I'm going to keep it in my car, like in my glove box or whatever, I keep it in this holster, which I don't really care for, from my old, or from one of my videos that I did. And this is my conceal carry holster. It's not in the best shape, but it works. And if I'm going to open carry, I carry it in my Blackhawk Serpa holster. And that's it. That is the 1-year update on this Smith & Wesson M&P 40. Oh, I forgot I got my light too that I keep at night on it. So that just kind of gives you a general idea of what you're going to look at down the road if you fire it regularly and carry it regularly. Looks pretty good, I think. But anyway, thanks for watching.